And then there were two, Albirex Niigata and Tampines Rovers fighting it out for the title to be the AIA Singapore Premier League champion of 2020. Welcome to the SPL Show as we preview the final weekend of the season, and it is a big one. We welcome Philippe Aw, who has been a regular guest in the final few weeks of the season, and Syed Azmir, the former Geylang international assistant coach, with us. And Syed Azmir, I'll start with you. You started the season as part of the technical team with Geylang International, and now you're a fan of the league. How much have you enjoyed it so far?
I've enjoyed it a lot. I mean, especially when I was with Geylang in the beginning of the season, when before circuit breaker started, we had a good run of games, and we were really like having a good momentum going into the season. And then of course circuit breaker started, and then we just had to refine ourselves on the field. And then you can see that after the season started, we were struggling a little bit, and then now we started to get the momentum again. But then again, it's been an exciting journey. Exciting season, I gotta say. Despite the games and the results, whatever was happening, like we had to train at home with the laptop, with the Zoom and everything. But it's been an exciting year. I don't think we will ever had to. I wish we don't have to like go through this again.
Yeah, well, here. Philippe, you looked into your crystal ball at the very last episode before this, and you said, we are in store for some surprises coming into this, and we had some surprises. Was it the surprises that you expected to happen?
Yes, I expected Lion City Sailors to be a big hurdle for Tampines. And you could see from the game, Lion City Sailors, they were far different from the game that they lost to Tampines. They were composed, they were able to retain ball possession, and they created good chances. I expected that result. And like I said, it's going to go on to the final day.
Yeah, really, really exciting. And we have to thank 42 for helping us furnish this beautiful set on the SPL Show. So for all your furniture, home decor, and lifestyle needs, go to 42.sg. Okay, so we will start here with the top of the table. And two simultaneous matches kicking off at 7:45 p.m. on Wednesday evening were the two big ones at Bishan Stadium and Jurong East Stadium. At Bishan, Lion City Sailors needed victory to keep themselves in contention with winning the title, but also keeping their hopes of qualifying for the Asian Champions League alive. For Tampines Rovers, a draw would do to qualify for the Asian Champions League, but 3 points needed to keep it in their hands going towards the final game of the season. Over at Jurong East, Albirex Niigata taking on Tanjong Pagar United, winless Tanjong Pagar United. Albirex Niigata looking to recover after that hammering from Tampines Rovers by 4-1. We're going to do something a little bit different here. It is how it happened over the course of the evening. Remember, 7:45 p.m. kickoff on Wednesday evening. Here is the big two matches from that Wednesday.
"180 minutes.
2 rounds to go in this most enticing title race in recent AIA Singapore Premier League memory.
We're here live at Jurong East to bring you second-placed Albirex Niigata taking on rock-bottom Tanjong Pagar United.
And all eyes fixed on Bishan Stadium tonight as the Lion City Sailors take on league leaders Tampines Rovers. Amirul's header won't carry through. Here's Song Yong up against Bennett. Still with Song Yong! So close for Lion City Sailors. That was a good strike. Plenty of venom in it. Shazwan Buhari was beaten, all hands up.
Kamata starting to look dangerous down the left. Kamata gets the cross in. This could drop for a shot on goal and into the side netting. Close as we've come to a score. You can see Tomoyuki Doi is just hungry for goals.
Dangerous ball looking for Sharil. In the area to Ashad. Can Ashad get across it? He can, looking for Sharil. Blocked and squeezes away through. Sharil Ishak with a goal. So crucial for Lion City Sailors. Not the most glamorous strike you'll ever see. Sharil sharp, blocked once by Shazwan and squeezes the ball through the back of the net. And on the stroke of half-time, Lion City Sailors go 1-0 up.
Oh my word, the keeper's come out there, Fashar, and he's going to give the penalty. Fashar says no, referee Zulfikar says yes. The replay is going to be interesting. Fashar's in the book, and this is the breakthrough that Albirex Niigata needed. They haven't looked like scoring from open play. Referee Zulfikar has been involved in a couple of controversial penalties this season, but I think he's got that one spot on. And the Panenka's dispatched. Tomoyuki Doi wears number 10 on his shirt, and he's just got his 10th of the season. Fashar forward with the Panenka. And when you bear in mind the stakes involved with that spot kick, how cool can you get? Tomoyuki Doi with the breakthrough.
Yase into the area, looks for Webb with the chest down. Mehmetovic finds the back of the net. Tampines Rovers back in this. Hassan Sani tried his best to deny Mehmetovic. With his second goal of the season, Webb with the assist. And it's 1-1 after 62 minutes. Unselfish play from Webb. Hassan Sani with a big, strong right hand that wasn't able to keep it out.
Sarir Prakesh looking for the cross flick. Tonga, they get a head on it. Yes, they can. That's gone over the line, surely. I think the ball crossed the line, had it not, no. Well, offside is the call. I initially thought the ball had crossed the line after it hit the bar from Faritz. So many things to take a look at there. The flag's up for offside as well.
Needs a good corner. It's a good one. Taufik Suparno unmarked in the penalty area. Can't get the header on target. And let's off for Lion City Sailors. No one marking Taufik Suparno right in the middle of the penalty area. And that's a big moment in this game.
Aggravation. 4 minutes time to be added on, I can tell you. And that's the killer goal. They finally net from a corner. And it is Kotaro Takeda who secured the 3 points for Albirex. It wasn't pretty, it was scrappy. But after a dozen or more corners, they finally make a set piece count. And Takeda rose highest and rose best for his first goal of the season.
Isdin. Hafiz Noor making a run. Hafiz Noor with a big opportunity. Big save, Shazwan Buhari. Well, they worked it beautifully to the substitute Hafiz Noor by Shazwan Buhari with a crucial save.
Only 90 seconds or so to play. Oh, they score from the second straight corner. Well, my oh my, it's like London buses. You wait from a goal from Albirex Niigata corner. And that was a beautiful near post header. He got the better of Faritz, and Fashar had no chance. Our referee Zulfikar, who I think had a decent game, blows for full time. Albirex Niigata, who await the final whistle at Bishan, are currently top of the AIA Singapore Premier League, and the equation for them is now simple. If Tampines can't get a late winner tonight at Bishan, a win at Hougang for Albirex on Saturday will see them crowned champions. It's finished here. Albirex Niigata 3, Tanjong Pagar United 0.
And that's it. A draw that suits neither side. An advantage Albirex Niigata in the title race. Full time here. Sailors 1, Tampines Rovers 1. Yeah, so that's what happened over the course of the evening at Bishan and Jurong East Stadium. Philip, I'll start with you on this. Fair result at Bishan?
Yes, although I felt Lion City Sailors, they could have nicked a win. You know, their last chance with Hafiz Noor. And in general, I think Lion City Sailors, they put up a good performance.
Okay.
You know, Song had that chance as well.
Yeah.
Although the last 15 minutes, I think tiredness was there. Both teams, but Lion City Sailors, for me, they look stronger in that game.
The big debate for this one, Azmir, is we were all expecting Jordan Webb to start after serving his 2-match suspension. And Gavin Lee threw a curveball by starting him on the bench. Do you understand the reasoning of starting Jordan on the bench, and did it not pay off at the end of the day?
I mean, there's always a reason to why he's starting Jordan Webb on the bench, because after 2-match suspension, we don't know how long he would last, you know, in the entire, because you know how Webb is crucial for the Tampines team, especially chasing for goal and stuff like that. So I think it was part of a tactical movement as well to start Jordan from the bench. And Tampines has a couple of quality under 23 players who can just fit into the team without worrying. And Gavin has been doing that the entire season, giving young players opportunity to fit into the team, and he has worked very well. So I think it's more of a tactical plan for Gavin to start Jordan from the bench.
Yeah, just a reminder that teams have to start with 3 under 23 players in every match. The local sides have to start with 3 under 23 players in every SPL match, at least until half-time.
Yes.
So for Tampines Rovers in the match against Lion City Sailors was Ryan Sanizal, Shah Shahiran and Danish Siraga was given an opportunity in Jordan Webb's position. And we were speaking about this. Shahrus Azali, who is now serving his national service, would have been usually one of the first names of the under-23s on the team sheet, along with Shah Shahiran. So with him going to national service, Gavin Lee has needed to accommodate other players. Yep. And then Jordan Webb has needed to be sacrificed and brought on at halftime there.
Yeah, so the thing is, if you have to field 3 under 23s, that leaves you with 7 outfield who's above 23. They brought in Ewan Shah in this game at left fullback. They reverted to a 4. They put Ewan Shah at left fullback. And for me, that is one of a tactical move to counter Gabriel Quek. Yeah. Gabriel Quek has been playing a fantastic season for Lion City Sailors. He is a very, very dangerous player. And if you're going to put an under 23 player at a left fullback against Gabriel Quek, I think you're asking for trouble. And I think Gavin rightly so put in Ewan Shah. Then where do you fit Jordan Webb then? Yeah. Because if you want to put him to his position, you may need to remove Yasser Hanapi or Zarudin. So, but these 2 guys have been playing well. So I think that is the reason why Webb starts off the bench, come on at halftime, and when Lion City Sailors are a bit tired, and then you have a fresh Jordan Webb attacking them. I think that is a correct move. Yeah.
Aurelio Vidma likened the game to almost a game of chess, Azmir, and Plazibat wasn't even in the ground. Still injured, didn't play any part of the match. Shahril Ishak started up front. What is the difference that Shahril poses up front compared to Stipe Plazibat?
Well, of course, Stipe is more energetic up front. He made good runs behind the defensive line, but there's a difference when you put Shahril there. Shahril is more creative, the one that actually drops down to the middle and create that space for Gabriel or even Hafiz Noor to run at the back. Sometimes giving the wingers a lot of space to actually run at the back. And that, for Song especially, when Shahril drops down and then Song makes the run behind, that is very dangerous for the opponents. And there are 2 different players. Shahril obviously is more experienced. Give him a good chance, he will take it. And Stipe, of course, it will dampen the defense for the opponent. And he's very clinical up front of the goal, and I'm pretty sure Lion City Sailors are, really miss him up front right now. But imagine putting Stipe and Shahril at the same time. You can get a Stipe, Song, and Shahril at the same time. You never know what will come up from him. Probably next year in AFC, they'll probably do that.
I was just thinking about that. Philip, Lion City Sailors mentioned that it's been a very grueling schedule. Vidma mentioned 11 games in 36 days, I think he said. And that's why we've had so many SPL shows. Even I'm feeling the fatigue of this grueling season. A lot of people are saying, outsiders who are not part of professional football, and you can bring in sports science into this conversation, that they're playing matches. If they were given a job to play football for a living, they would love to play football every single day. But it just doesn't work out that way, doesn't it? I mean, they train, but it's different than playing the intensity of a football match. Can you explain why performance levels dip when games are coming thick and fast compared to one every Saturday?
Yeah, so we talk about recovery. Yeah, I mean a 90 minutes game now, with stoppage time and everything, it's probably 95 minutes. 95 minutes of an SPL match is not your Sunday football where you play 90 minutes there. It is far, far different. The speed, the intensity of the game, the amount of running that you need to do. I think in Singapore, in the SPL, we clock, on average, when I was at Hougang, we clocked our players. It was around between 10 to 11 kilometers in a game. Yeah, and that is at speed, at different speeds, where you needed to sprint and things like that. A human body needs time to recover. Yeah. We always say that the next day after a match, it's not your most tired. It's 48 hours after a game that you will feel the most tired. So for us, what we do is one day after a game, we'll bring the players in, we'll do the recovery process, massage, ice bath, and everything. And the next day, we'll give them an off day where they stay at home, they recover. And then on the third day after a match, we come back and then we start preparing for the next match. But this schedule, where you play every 3 days, it doesn't allow you that. You have not even fully recovered and you're training already and you're already playing the game. Let's not talk about the body, let's talk about the mind.
Yeah.
Like you said, if we are doing so many shows here, we get tired as well, mentally. How about the players? Yeah, you need to switch it on, you need to be focused, and for 95 minutes, you need to be mentally focused.
What was it like? I know you were part of the Geylang International setup post when the restart started in the league once again, and it started. The matches were thick and fast from then. What was the process from match to recovery and then towards the next game?
As Philippe said, the day after we'll bring the players in. Usually we'll bring them for recovery stretches at the pool, and then they will have the ice bath and also their massages. That is very important. And of course, don't forget those players are not playing. They have to keep up. They have to do their runs and everything. I think in this crucial period, just imagine what the overseas teams are doing with the technology that they have. SP said that there's a lot of technology of tracking the runs and everything, but the technology of recovery is another. If you have those technologies here in Singapore and it's well spent on it, our players will have less injuries, and their body recovers faster. And in this period of time, I think the players need that the most. I gotta agree with P about mentally. Mental, it is gonna be very exhausting for the players. Especially when you have one bad game and then you have to recover faster to get to the next game. It's not easy for players. So a 95-minute game is not easy for the players, especially when you play 3 games in about 6-7 days. It's not easy at all.
Yeah, I'm thinking cryotherapy chamber when Syed Azmir is talking about technology
Exactly.
in Singapore. Let's turn our attention to Albirex Niigata. I think more or less we expected them to get the 3 points against Tanjung Pagar United, but impressed with them with going through all the way. Tanjung Pagar United were resistant at the back and tried to limit them as much as possible. 3-0 victory, 3 points, Doi with 2 goals. Impressed after the hammering they had against Tampines Rovers?
Yes, I mean, the thing is, we know that Albirex are a fit side, they are very fit. And the thing is, yes, you can hold them to 45 minutes. Things will change in the second half when your players are tired and you can't close down just as fast. You are not as compact. There's more space for them, more time for them. And rightly so, yeah. And over a course of 90 minutes, I think it's a fair result.
Azmir, Albirex are a win away from being champions for the 4th time in 5 years. They don't have the best attacking record. They don't have the best defensive record. But are they the most consistent?
I think they are. That's the thing about winning the league. The team with the most consistent results will eventually prevail. Like, they will have a chance to become champions, because I think consistency is very important. You can win 1-0 or 2-1, a very small margin, but the thing is, it's still a win. And how you perform week in, week out is very important. You can see Albirex. I always feel when I was coaching, the only time you want to kill Albirex should be in the first half.
Yeah.
But then still, if you are leading them 2-0 in the first half, doesn't mean you will win the game, because they will come at you in the second half. Because they have very good fullbacks. The movement in terms of keeping the ball and penetrating into the attacking third is very good. And they are very clinical in the penalty box. So that's why they've been winning a lot of games.
Let's have a look at the permutations going into the final game of the season. We will see a champion crowned in a couple of hours' time. And will we see Albirex Niigata sealing the deal with 3 points against Hougang United away at Hougang Stadium? It's all over if they get the 3 points, but if they don't, here it's where it gets interesting. Tampines Rovers with victory against Geylang International at OTH, and if Albirex Niigata just draw against Hougang, Tampines will lift the title. Another way that Tampines can win the title is if they draw against Geylang International and Albirex Niigata lose by 2 goals to Hougang United all very possible, Philippe and Azmir.
Yeah.
So let's put it out on the table. By the way, our previous two guests that we've had on the show has got it completely wrong in what they expected to happen. So we'll play the game with both of you. Philippe, I'm going to get you involved with this as well. What do you think is going to happen? At Hougang Stadium, what's going to happen?
Wow. Of course, I want Hougang to win Albirex. Like, I mean, we haven't had a local team won the title in, 4 years, I guess?
Longer, 5.
Longer.
Well, no, 2014 was the last time
Exactly.
Warriors FC won.
Exactly.
A local team won the SPL.
So, I want Hougang to win.
Okay.
I want Hougang to
That's
win.
what your heart says.
My heart says Hougang will win, and I want Hougang to win because I want a local champion.
Okay.
But at the same time, I'm rooting for Geylang because Geylang is chasing for AFC Cup spot. You get what I mean? And these two teams are actually chasing for something. Albirex wants to win. Hougang wants to stop Albirex from winning another title. And on the other side, Tampines wants to win the title. At the same time, Geylang wants to be in an AFC Cup spot. So it's going to be an exciting day for us today. And I just couldn't imagine how it will actually go.
Haven't really answered my question. I'm going to get back to you on that. Philippe, what do you think is going to happen at Hougang?
You have a team that is going to go for the title versus a team that has nothing to play for.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you got nothing to play for and you put 11 players out there, there's no pressure. They just go out there and play. And funny things can happen. I remember when I was at Hougang, we had a quarter-final Singapore Cup match coming up. I needed to rest players. I changed and I put youngsters in, I put the reserves in, and we beat Albirex 2-1. So, football is funny. Things can happen because if Hougang is going to start the game being resilient, and the longer it stays 0-0, and somehow or rather through Shawal they get a goal, then I think the Albirex young Japanese players will then think, it's coming again, because against Tampines we didn't get the result we needed. So it may happen. Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, the longer it stays 0-0 at Hougang Stadium, and I'm sure news will filter through that perhaps Tampines Rovers have taken the lead at OTH, then suddenly things get a little bit edgy for Albirex Niigata. What's going to happen at OTH, Philippe?
Like Azmir said, Geylang has a chance, a fighting chance for AFC Cup. They're not going to go there and not do something. Again, I know Coach Noor Ali, he's going to set up Geylang in a way that it's going to be difficult for Tampines. And if you've got players like Faris Fahan, Chris Van Huizen, who can take a long shot and something can happen. So both games are going to be tight. Let's not forget, coming back to Hougang Stadium, the pitch.
Yes.
How is the pitch going to be today? Yeah. Is there going to be a thunderstorm coming up?
Yes.
So all these factors are going to play into the hands of Hougang, I think. If it's going to be a pitch that's going to be not easy to play on, then Albirex will worry. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put both of you on the spot here. I'm not going to waste any more time. I know you're both trying to resist my questions. What's going to happen in both matches? Azmir, you're first.
I'm rooting for Hougang at Hougang Stadium.
They're going to win or draw?
I want them to win.
Okay.
So I think they're going for a 2-1 win.
Okay, and at OTH?
OTH, I'm hoping for a draw.
Wow. So Albirex lifts the title then? Because it's one defeat. They need Tampines needs Hougang.
Okay, if that's the case, then I think I'm changing. So it's gonna be a Tampines win.
Okay.
And Hougang win 2-1.
Hougang to win 2-1, Tampines to win.
Yeah.
So Tampines to win. To win it.
Yeah, 2-0.
Okay, so the ribbons will be yellow for Tampines or black this season, depending on the colours.
Yeah, correct.
Philippe?
I think Albirex is going to beat Hougang.
That's game over then.
Yes, I think so. And on the other side, I think Tampines will beat Geylang. This is purely based on the performance, the consistent performance that these two teams have put in. That's why I'm going for these two results.
Man, whatever it is, I'm looking forward to seeing what pans out in a couple of hours' time. But not just the title on the line today. We're also going to have a look at now the AFC Cup permutations. And we will first look at what happened on Wednesday between Balestier Khalsa and Hougang United. Both teams going into this one, both with a chance of qualifying for the AFC Cup. But after the result here, only one team stood strong. Here are the highlights.
It's getting down to the business end of the AIA Singapore Premier League. We could see the title being decided today over at the Bishan Stadium, but our focus is here at Hougang Stadium and an AFC Cup spot as Hougang United take on Balestier Khalsa. Run onto the ball in channel with Zuzu holding it up, waiting for support. Finds Hazwan Halim. Jumbo making the run into the box. They up to go to Christian Krajcek. Zufadmi Suzlivan. Jumbo Hoshino! 1-0 Balestier! What a finish! By big Jumbo Hoshino. Hougang, Balestier rather strike early. Header towards the teammate. Shawal Anwar does really well to nutmeg Aravind. Shawal now bearing down a goal. Shawal Anwar! 1-1. Justin Hui puts it in. After brilliant work from Shawal Anwar. Shawal Anwar doing so well. Beat Aravind. Kept his nerve as well to find Justin Hui. Neat little ball played inside for Hazwan, and Zuzu still going, blocked. Hazwan goes down now looking for a penalty. And gets a yellow card for his troubles. Zafik Noor does well to keep it in. It'll be a yellow card. Lunged in there, Maksad. Back to Nikesh, poor ball back to Nikesh, but Yohaini, Jumbo Hoshino rather, was berating the referee, is going to find himself in the referee's book. Good work there, Fadli Kame sends it across. No one coming in, great cross there from Fadli Kames. Christian Krajcek. Good cross swung in. 2-1 Balestier. Sime Zuzu gives the Tigers the lead. The Croatian connection. Great cross from Christian Krajcek. What a great cross this is. Swung in from Christian Krajcek. Now Sime Zuzu. Can he finish it here? Sime Zuzu. What a chance. Fabian caught in possession, caught it really well there. Can they find one more chance? As Shawal just left his boot in. Just crashed into Aravind. Send the ball into the box, but into the grateful arms of Zaiful Nizam. And that will be the last action of the game. As Balestier Khalsa, celebrations on the bench. The end of a very, very absorbing 90 minutes. It's Hougang United 1, Balestier Khalsa 2.
Yeah, that result means Hougang United are out of AFC Cup football contention for next season, but Balestier Khalsa front runners for it. And Philip, how crucial have their foreigners been in this final stretch of the season for Balestier?
It has been. For me, Balestier has one of the better set of foreigners. Apart from Tampines, the 4 foreigners from Tampines are good quality.
Yeah.
Balestier foreigners are good quality. Let's not forget that one of their foreign players, the centre back, Bruno, is missing.
Yeah.
Had he been there consistently, I think Balestier would be top 3, yes.
Credit to Marko Kreljevic. He has a side built up to the way that he wants them to play, but also they don't have the biggest budget in the league, Balestier Khalsa. And to challenge for AFC Cup football, credit has to go to him.
Yeah, I got to say that Marco has been playing to the team's strength. Definitely. Their strength is Christian Krajcek, Sime Zuzul. You know how Zuzul can actually hold the ball up front, having runners from Hazwan, and also sometimes from the central midfield players. And they are a very tough team to beat, to be honest. They are a very tough play. Playing against them is difficult as well because of their direct football. If you don't pick up the second ball on the midfield, if you lose the game on midfield with Balestier, then you probably will suffer.
I have to ask you about Hougang, especially as you were a former coach of them. Assessment of their season so far, no AFC Cup football, a low finish for them. How would you assess the season?
Yeah, this year has been, for me, I think it's a bad season for them, considering that the amount of investment that they put in to bring Shawan Awa, Anders Eplin, Zach Anderson, and most importantly, Stipe Plazibat. Yeah. Last season they had a very good season. They were one step away from lifting the title. They continued with the recruitment policy, and they thought that this year could be the year that they could challenge. But considering that the position that they are in now, for me, yes, they've not done justice to the investment that they put in.
Yeah, so a two-horse race for that final AFC Cup slot, because Geylang International did the business against the Young Lions at Jurong West Stadium. This is how they got the 3 points against a very good Young Lions side, by the way.
Hello and a very warm welcome to you at the Jurong West Stadium for the Singapore Premier League match this evening between Young Lions and Geylang International. It's the penultimate round of the 2020 season. Young Lions, the home team, entering first into this Jurong West Stadium. Here's Geylang International. Now, they're known for playing progressive football. Oh, lovely bit of work there by Nur Adam. Still Nur Adam is going for goal here. It took an awkward bounce in front of Harus Shehan. That's better going forward. Nur Adam with the opportunity there for Young Lions. Well, Darren's way out of position at the moment, and they can exploit the gaps here. Slip through, and a chance here to open the scoring. Oh, what an opportunity. Not taken by Shahrul Nizam. Lovely work there by Ilhan, who's slipping through. Oh, flashed across the goal again. Jacob Mahler at the far post couldn't get onto it. Just a little too far away from him. A few weeks ago, so still very inexperienced, and now bearing down. Amirul into the side netting. Nur Adam on that left-hand side, showing great pace. Good work from Nur Adam. Across the keeper's got a touch onto that here. Did well there, Hyrule, in the end. And that means at the moment, it's Albirex in pole position for the title. It's a good ball through. Darren, he lashes that in! And finally, lovely ball played in by Van Huysen. It's sat up beautifully for Darren Tay. And he lashed it in, didn't he? Really good from him. Now forward towards Khairul Nizam. Hasn't really got the ball too much. Nur Adam bundled over by his opposite number, Van Huysen. Just shoves him away. A little bit of a confrontation there. Khairul Nizam also needs to be careful here. He needs to just... It's a straight red card. Oh my word. Unbelievable stuff here. Khairul Nizam went off at the referee. Why did they need to do that? It's a red card for Khairul Nizam. This was the challenge. There's certainly a foul. Certainly he wasn't too happy. And then why did he push him away? Something might have happened earlier. Harris. In by Amirul. The keeper's come out there and it just sails over. Did it hit? Oh, he's got a penalty. The referee has pointed at the penalty spot for the foul on Ilhan, I think from the keeper. I don't know what you can argue. He's clattered into him. He makes no mistake. It's 1-1. He's way off his line. Not that it matters because the goal went in. Treatment he was receiving. They've got to get a goal. That's all it is. Darren Tay now. Oh, that's got to be a penalty. Surely. Surely, it's got to be a penalty. Right through. Oh, there's no doubt. Absolutely no doubt. Up against Nur Shafiq. Emiraka puts it in. He guessed the right way, but too much pace on it. And that is so crucial for Geylang International. Well, that is certainly one of the most dramatic games of football you will see in Singapore Premier League football this season, is that it's finished Young Lions 1, Geylang International 2.
So an important win for Geylang International with 10 men against the Young Lions side. Azmir, you've been part of the technical staff at the start of the season. How good is this Geylang International side?
Okay, so basically, I think they have a very good side, a mixture of young and old. You know, we have an all-local front line, which is of Iqbal, Christopher Van Huysen, Faris Farhan, Karun Nizam, which I think has shown multiple times that they are good at what they do, especially in front of the goal. Our problem will probably be inconsistency. A lot of people say that we are a very good tactical side because of Noali, but somehow or other, when we created that chance, we were not able to execute what we're supposed to in front of goal. When you don't score, when you have the chance, you will suffer later because, especially when you don't have a lot of depth in your team, especially when you play against teams like Lion City Sailors, when in the second half they tend to put their good attacking players. If you don't make the chance, you don't take the chance in the first half. Second half, the moment they put all these players in, then you will be playing chase.
Yeah.
You don't want to play chase against this kind of team. So when you have the opportunity to score in the first half, you should take an opportunity to score. But the team at Geylang, they are very united. They listen well to Noali. Noali are very close to them. I think the team bond, the bond that they have as a unit is very good. Moving forward, if they qualify for AFC Cup, there are certain players that I think, certain areas that they need to get players, to actually strengthen the team. And I'm pretty sure if they get through this, they will gonna fix that.
You spoke about the all-local front line, and that's fantastic to see for local football, but you speak about Faris, Iqbal. These guys are not really players that will lead the line for you. Van Huysen won't. You have Karun Nizam, who's there. Zikos can play that position as well, but both of them suffer from injuries throughout the season. They won't play the majority of the season, and you have to be very careful with Karun Nizam with all the injuries he's had over the season. So would you say, and I know you had Varela come in very early on in the season, it didn't really work out for him, and he didn't, I think, start the season as well for the Eagles. Did you not find an out-and-out foreign striker that would bang you 10, 15 goals a season?
I mean, we would love to have that striker from Brunei DPMM last season. What was his name? The top scorer?
Voronkov.
Yeah. We would love to have him. He would be a perfect fit for us, to be honest. You're right, Duncan. I mean, like, with the team that we had at the back, we need that one striker up front, who is experienced enough to hold the line, to hold the attacking line. And a fully fit Nizam, without injuries, could have done that for us. But as you said, Nizam is very injury prone. We really had to take care of him. On a good day, you see what he's able to do the last few games. He's very clinical in front of the goal, and I really hope that he will get that thing out of him and start to show the real him.
Just a word, just to finish off this Geylang International chat, on Barry Maguire. How important has he been as a talisman for the club? A player with plenty of experience, and a lot of the younger players and even the older local players look up to him with what he's achieved.
Barry is someone who actually makes his football do the talking. The way he pushes himself on the field and how he lead the team by showing what he can do on the field is what strive the rest of the players to actually keep going. He's quite close to the players. He is not shy to scold the players, to push them. And he is a leader on the team. With the experience that he had, the younger players and the rest of the players actually look up to him. He is very crucial for the team. He and Yuki, for sure, hasn't missed a game from the start. Yuki, I think, haven't missed a game since last season. And Barry is very crucial for us. These are two important players for Geylang.
Philippe, word on the Young Lions, they played well. Dominated, I would say, even the first half against Geylang International. Again, paying the price for not turning the good performance into 3 points, sum up their season.
So, like what Azmir said, when you have the chances, you need to finish. And let's not forget, Young Lions are made of players who are so young and inexperienced. And if you put 4 foreigners in to this Young Lions team, let's take the 4 foreigners from Tampines and you put it into this Young Lions team. Where do you think Young Lions will be? Definitely not at the bottom. They'll be winning games. They'll be winning some games that handsomely,
Yeah.
So this is it. We all know the objective of Young Lions. It is for development. It is to give these players an opportunity to play professional football, which I think majority of them will never play if they are in the clubs.
Yeah.
And this season, with today one last match to go, we have seen the likes of Noor Adam, Karim Nadim.
Yes.
Will they be on the scene if they were in the other clubs? Probably not.
Yeah.
So I think we have to be clear about the objective, and let's not be too negative about it. I think let's take the positive out of it, and like I said, if you put 4 foreigners in, definitely Young Lions will not be where they are.
All right, big game coming up for the Young Lions against Tanjong Pagar United later today. But let's have a look at the results from Wednesday. First of all, Lion City Sailors 1-1 against Tampines Rovers, a point that neither side would have wanted, both sides needing the 3 points. Young Lions losing to Geylang International there. Geylang still with a shout for AFC Cup qualification. Albirex Niigata, big winners, 3-0, 3 points, and 3 points away today from winning the title. Balestier Khalsa, big victory against Hougang United. The Tigers also with a shout of AFC Cup qualification, although that is a bit more tricky with them and Geylang International. So this is how the table looks as we go into the final round of fixtures. Albirex Niigata leading the way by a single point over Tampines Rovers. We spoke about the title permutations, but let's have a look at 4th and 5th. And you might have heard the news over the past couple of days that the result between Tanjong Pagar United and Geylang International, it was a 1-0 victory for Geylang International, but because Tanjong Pagar United, with the substitutions that they made and finishing the game with only finishing the half with only 2 under-23 players, sanctions have been placed on them, so that 1-0 result for Geylang International over Tanjong Pagar United has been changed to a 3-0 result for Geylang International. So it was -6 goal difference for Geylang International not too long ago. It's now -4. And look how tight that is. Put it into context, Philippe, about what AFC Cup qualification means. It's not Champions League. It's not the glory that Tampines Rovers will be sampling in 2021. But AFC Cup football is crucial as well to build the mileage and build the brand of the football club and the sponsors and what have you, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. One, for the club, yes, you're right. It adds more mileage going into Asia, going into teams like in Myanmar, in Indonesia, where there's huge crowd. Your sponsors will be happy because then, hey, my company's name is being put out on TV and it's being watched by 50,000 people. But of course, also the players. When I was playing and I played for Home United and we went to play in clubs like in Hong Kong, in China, it was a big experience for us. We know in Singapore we are a small city. The only away game for us is in Brunei DPMM, where we need to travel. Other than that, we are playing here. You don't get this away game experience. But if you are in the AFC Cup, you definitely do. And I think for players, it is very, very important to experience that, to experience continental football. And then, when you come back, you will know that, hey, okay, maybe our level is just here. Can we do better? Can we strive better? And after getting a taste of AFC Cup, you will then say, hey, let's be a bit more ambitious. Let's now try the Champions League. Because then that is the ultimate. In Asia, AFC Champions League. Yeah.
We'll talk about the permutations about the table a little later on. But let's have a look first at the top scorers list. Stipe Plazibat still leading the way with 14 goals. But look, Tomoyuki Doi has jumped up all the way to 11 goals. And you know what, a hat-trick there, and it might share the golden boot at the end of the season. If he scores 4, then he will have it. Plenty to do, though, for Tomoyuki Doi, but Plazibat at the moment still leading the charts. Gabriel Quack on 5 goals, the top local goal scorer at the moment. let's have a look at the fixtures coming up. To round off the 2020 season, Hougang United taking on Albirex Niigata. Nothing for Hougang United to play for. Albirex Niigata, 3 points there, and it's good night. They are the champions for the 4th time in 5 years. Tanjong Pagar United up against Young Lions. Victory for Tanjong Pagar United, which would be the first of the season, leaving it for the very, very last, would see them leapfrog Young Lions, and Young Lions would finish bottom of the table. Any other results, and Tanjong Pagar United will finish the season bottom of the table. Lion City Sailors are guaranteed 3rd spot, are guaranteed AFC Cup football. They won't win the title, they won't qualify for the Champions League. For Balestier Khalsa, plenty riding on this game. They need the 3 points, and they need to better, or at least equal, Geylang International's result at OTH, whereas Tampines Rovers take on Geylang International. All right, so we'll play a little bit of a game here once again, this time AFC Cup. If memory serves, both of you are saying Tampines Rovers will beat Geylang International.
That's right.
So defeat for Geylang. What will happen between Lion City Sailors and Balestier Khalsa?
I'm going for a draw there. Yeah, because the 3 foreigners for Balestier is hard to play against.
Okay.
Hoshino has been scoring, you know. After signing a contract for next season, he's going to be around, and he's kept up his form. It's going to be tough marking Zuzu and Hoshino in set pieces.
So Balestier Khalsa to qualify, and for the AFC Cup 4th spot. Azmir?
I'm rooting for Lion City Sailors for this one because despite I truly agree with P because the foreigners in Balestier Khalsa is very hard to play. But I think Lion City Sailors has a team to actually, go forward. They have a good midfield line and attacking players, especially Gabriel Quack, who's been great this season. Song, and who knows, probably Stipe because he wants to win the Golden Boot. You never know, he'll come from the bench, and start scoring. I'm pretty sure Lion City Sailors wants to play for a win as well. They don't want to go out of the season with a lose. And I'm pretty sure this is a title. This is the battle of Bishan Stadium.
Yeah. So since you said that, I have to go on with a follow-up question because if those 2 results happen as it is, both teams will finish the season with the same number of points.
Yeah.
So my question is, how much will Tampines Rovers beat Geylang International by, from your prediction, and how much will Lion City Sailors beat Balestier Khalsa by? Because that would...
For Tampines Geylang, from what I've seen from previous season and this season, like whenever we play Tampines, the score margin is not that much.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say it's gonna be a narrow 1-0.
Okay. So then that means if we can put up the table, then for Geylang International, for Balestier Khalsa, if they are going to be beaten by Lion City Sailors, what will the scoreline be there?
It's gonna be 2-0, I guess, for Lion City Sailors in Bishan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from your prediction, not enough Balestier Khalsa still to qualify for AFC Cup. So both of you are going for Balestier Khalsa to qualify for the AFC Cup, along with Lion City Sailors.
Yep.
Plenty to play for on this final day. We hope you've enjoyed the season so far. We are going to go one last round. Who will be lifting the trophy come 7:45 p.m. local time here in Singapore? Will it be Albirex Niigata? Will it be Tampines Rovers? We will have one final episode of the SPL show, and we will bring the champions here. Stay tuned for that next week. Enjoy the final day craziness of the AIA Singapore Premier League.